What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be sharing a Lordknightmon deck. There's two ways you can build it. You can run the old Lordknightmon engine stuff, or you can run this new CS stuff. And I really like the new CS stuff. I feel like it's very fast. This is definitely still a prototype deck, but let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with the Tamas, we have 4 of the new BT22 Wanyamons. This card, it's amazing. Your turn, once per turn, when effect places CS trait Digimon cards and Stitch Evolution cards, it may Digivolve a CS trait Digimon in the hand with their cost reduced by 1. So if you pair this up with the new Palmon, you essentially go into another level 2 for essentially 0 cost, which is really, really nice. Moving on to option cards, we have 2 copies of Cyberspace Eden. This is pretty much Island of Adventure, but for the CS stuff. Nothing too fancy about it. And then the space was really tight. You could run more of these, take these out. You could run the Fist of Athena option. You could take out the Marays. I'll share why the Marays are in here in a second. But this is essentially the memory boost for the deck. Sorry about the glare. This is essentially the memory boost for the deck. For top 3, any CS trait card, it can be another option, it can be a tamer, and then as long as you have a CS trait Digimon or tamer on the field, you can ignore requirements, Thomas count, and then just gain 2. Next up, we have 2 copies of Maray. Start of main phase does not come up because all of our tamers are 3 cost, but our on play is for cycling. We're charging 1 card, Horror Beast Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel, or CS trade, draw 2. Real quick here, I'll show a combo. So you have the Re on the field next to a Maray. End of turn, you pop the Maray since she's no longer useful to go into Lordknightmon for the reduced cost. It's kind of hard to find the Maray and get her out because there's only 2 of her, but you don't have to delete the Maray. You can pop like a level 3 that you just randomly had out, a Digimon you don't need anymore if you're trying to go for game, anything like that. Then we have 2 copies of Yugo Kamishiro. This is our Searcher Tamer, and then essentially a Maray or Marai. When any of your Digimon or Tamers with CS trait will be played, by turning them in the bottom deck, reduce it by 2. This makes all of our Tamers in level 3s 1 cost, level 4s anywhere from 2 cost to 4 cost, and so much more. And then adding any CS trait card is really nice. And then if you don't plan on bottom decking him, he's pretty much like another Maray that you can pop for Re. Then we come to this. You can take out 1 or 2 of these for Sayo. I do have a Sayo, but I feel like trying to get in Lordknightmon and then Lordknightmon X really quick is definitely one of the key parts of the deck. And then start of main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon gaining memory. End of your turn, by deleting 1 of your other Digimon or Tamers with Nightmon in their decks or the CS trait, this Digimon this tamer may Digivolve in a Lordknightmon in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. So his cost is 4, so for 1. But I don't know how it works yet. I don't know how that combo is supposed to go off. But it's anywhere from 1 to 2 memory. That is it for the tamers. Our Tamas, we have 3 Haguru. Hagurumon is your turn once per turn. When effects place Digimon cards with CS trait in this Digimon's Digivolution cards. When your opponent's Digimon is -3. Some pop floodgates that are definitely going to be annoying. And then main once per turn, by placing the CS trait Digimon's top stack cards as bottom Digivolution card, draw 1. So this is how we get our multiple top stack cards for other comboings. Then we got Palmon, second best. Your turn, when effects plays Digimon cards CS trait, and it is Digimon cards, gain 1. And then replacing CS trait, Digimon's top card is bottom, Digivolution card, draw 1. So if you have the egg, Evo into Gold Nume for 2, then you're at 0. Use Palmon's effect to draw a card, you gain 1. And then the Wanyamon will reduce it by 1, and then he further reduces it by 1. So you can go for 0 into another Gold Nume and go into Platinum Nume for 4 cost. So essentially, you got a level 6 for 6 memory, opposed to a lot of other decks that will give it to you for almost 10. All in one turn though, instead of taking multiple. And then the final one, you can change up your ratios however you like. I like the ones that I'm playing with right now. I might go down a Haguru for a Palmon, but we have 4 copies of the new Terriermon. When Fakes place the Digimon cards CS trait in the Digimon's Digivolution cards, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you must play 1 tamer with a card with CS trait from your hand without paying the cost. And then same main effect. So this is amazing. If the past turn you evoed this into a level 4, played out the Re, and then the Re went into a Lordknightmon, you now have 1 or fewer tamers. So then you can use its effect, play out another Re, and then keep going up like that. Did happen to get a box stopper and a release event of these Terriermons. Super happy about that. Now for our level 4s. There is 12 of these guys. Honestly, you could take out any one of these. Honestly, I think I'm going to take out the one Togemon I run for Palmon. I don't know yet. But we have 1 copy of Togemon. I'm playing with Digivolving. One of your Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn. Then if this Digimon has 2 or more same level cards, Digimon gains Raid and Piercing for the turn. Play cost 5, so isn't too expensive. And then your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2,000. I have not once used his Raid Piercing effect, so you could definitely just take the Togemon out for a Palmon. He is nice for the DP though, but it doesn't, I haven't really had it come up in my playtesting, so that could definitely become a Palmon. Then we have another one that you could take out for any other card in the deck, Guardromon, that I have 2 of. When your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000, Floodgate Popper. Then if this Digimon's attack has 2 or more same levels, De-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. It's nice for, De-Digivolve is very strong, and slowly more decks are starting to build their resistance against it, but it's very slow. So this is still a very powerful card to have, mostly because there's not a lot of cards that keep that from happening. Another thing that some people did not know about this is that if you have, say you tucked under a Guardro and then you evoed into another one, this counts, even if it's still this Guardro, it still counts as having 2 or more stack cards in the in its sources, technically. I had a couple people at my release event get a little bit confused on that. I as well did, but we got explained it. So I like him at 2 of. You can take him down and go up a Haguru and take out the Toga for the PAL. And that'll put you at even 10. I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have 12. I don't have any 4-ofs at the level 4 area, which this deck has a lot of level 4s, CS traits, so it's very toolboxy. Then we got 3 gold Numemons. This keeps your opponent from swinging at your security. Then this is the Platinum Numemon and Evo reduction, level 4. I've used Platinum Numemon a couple of times. It was nice when I got it to happen, but it's mostly there for the stunning and the Evo reduction. Next, the second best level 3 or level 4 in the deck, Kuwagamon 3. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then if this Digimon has 2 or more same level cards, one of your opponent's Digimon can't unsuspend. This is your lock. This is your stunner for the deck. I love this card. The Okuamon is definitely broken. On turns, once per turn, when this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, gain a memory. I love this card. I've stolen turns with blocking a couple of times. Definitely at least 2 of. You could definitely do 4. I would not do less than 2 or 3. Definitely not a 1 of, because what's the point? Obviously, Togemon is going to get taken out. 3 copies of Gargomon. I'm either going to go up to 4 Golnume, 4 Kawaga, 3 Garjo, or 4 this. I don't know what to say. I just love this Gargomon. When Digivolving, if you want a few Tamers, you may play 1 Tamer card with CS trait from your hand without paying the cost. In all turns, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Comboing this with Terriermon, that's 2 Tamers out. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all for the level 4s. Let's talk about the level 5s. First, we have 4 copies of Okuamon. This guy's nasty. Fortitude. Non-play when Digivolving, suspend when your opponent's Digimon. Then if this Digimon has 2 or more same level cards, return when your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Or to the hand. Amazing. At pre-release, I didn't get any of these in my 6 packs I got. But there were so many guys who got this and were just, I wanted to quit, honestly. I got 6th place out of, I think, 15 of us. But I hate this card, but I also love it. In all turns, once per turn, when this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top security card. So something that I have done with this deck, and I'm sure you guys have already figured it out, but stacking these level 5s quickly gets annoying. Because I had a game at our release event. I had a Rise Greymon. I had 2 Rise Greymons in my source and the Raid Piercing Gaio. That's 3 checks swinging over one of their Digimon. And he's a reboot. I think he does not have a blocker. But it was crazy. I actually ended up winning the game in the same turn because then I had Diaboromon. So, definitely 4 of. Another level 5 you could run in this deck is the Kirinmon. That shows your top security. You can reduce Digivolution cost of 2 into a CS trait. I kind of like it, but at the same time, this deck, it doesn't have a lot of ways to stop your opponent's Digimon. So, I wouldn't play it because if you trash too much, they can just go for game very quickly. Next, we got 4 Rise Greymon. He has Raid, 3 over CS trait, and if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, play 1 red or black Tamer with play cost 4 less, or 1 Tamer card with CS trait. Amazing, I love this guy. Sec +1 is amazing. I've played the Tamer off of him a couple times, but not too often. It doesn't really come up because at the point in the game where you're actually needing to use him, you have a few Tamers out. Next, our level 6 is 1 Platinum Nume. You can run 2 of this and take out this Alphamon. I don't know if I want to keep the Alphamon in here. Golden or Platinum Numemon is kind of nasty. Your turn once return effect is quite nice. I would run 2, but deck space is kind of tight. And this Alphamon does come up with his unsuspending. Because that's, I mean, if you get 2 Rise Greys, I mean, that's swing, 2 checks, unsuspend, 2 more checks, and a reboot blocker, and that's make 15 KDP if you Digivolve and swung those 2 times. And then the Alphamon, I'll play when Digivolving when attacking, reboot blocker, and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000. All turns will destroy when the Digimon suspends. If Kyoko Kurame is in Digimon cards, or the Digimon has 2 or more same level cards, it gets plus 3,000 DP until the end of opponent's turn, then Digimon unsuspends. Absolutely nasty to pair up with multiple level 5s in the stack. Doesn't happen too often, could definitely go down into a gold or a Platinum Numemon. Not the star of the show quite yet, but I don't like the Lord Knight Ace because we only have one black target, and no, the Lordknightmon really works because I don't think there's a green one or one that says Digivolve over CS trait other than this guy. So 4 of him. What he does, Digivolve, level 5 CS trait, cost 3, while you have 3 of your security cards, Kishibe for cost of 5. And Raid Reboot, on play when Digivolving, when your opponent's Digimon gets plus 3000 TP. One of your Digimon gets plus 3000 until the end of turn, then one of your Digimon may attack player. All turns will return. When Digimon attack players, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 play cost 4 or lower black or red card among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. I don't use his effect very often on this. I'm getting down to the last cards in my deck, and I know that I got like something that I bottom decked, like a Re or one of the options, or the Gold Nume, because it is kind of nice to interrupt your opponent like that. But he is nice because letting any of your Digimon attack, maybe you don't have enough memory and you need to go for a game, you can just pass end of turn to him and swing. And then the raid comes up. I'd consider moving him down to 3, but I don't think I will. And then finally, last 2 cards of the deck. Lordknightmon X. We all know what this guy does. Collision Piercing, 1 cost over Lordknightmon. When Digivolving, for each Digimon, Digivolve 1. This deck kind of goes big with Digimon after like turn 5 or 6. And then one of the Digimon can't Digivolve, and then all of your Lordknightmon attacks get Alliance and plus 3000. So what this guy can do with that Piercing and Collision, I had a game where I had a Ray on board. I end of turned, swung, past turnover, they're down to 4 security, or 3 or whatever. Let's go with 3, I think it was. You swing, Collision, 2 checks with the Alliance. Alright, now they're down to 4. You do it again, and then you go into another Lordknightmon off of the Kishibe and go for game. Happened. Another thing is you just Digivolve up the stack. You get this guy, the Lordknightmon, and then 2 Rise Greymon and a Akumon. You swing, they have to block. You Peter's Trust or top, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 checks. That's 5 security down. And then you just end of turn or Lordknightmon swing for game. It is kind of grindy to get there because there's no protection, but if you can get it, it's incredible. I love this deck. Thank you guys for watching. I will maybe bring out an updated deck list once I play test some more. I am going to be uploading a gameplay match against my brother here in a little bit. He's going to be playing some sort of puppet control, so I think this deck might stand a pretty good chance against the puppet control deck, but we'll have to see. Thank you for watching. I know the quality's bad, the glare's bad, and sometimes it doesn't pick up my voice very well, and these get kind of long and grindy, but I do like to go into detail because I don't want to be one of those guys who just lays the cards down and doesn't explain, because there are some people who just want to know what the cards do to better understand it. So thanks for watching, and this is BT22 checking out.